So today, we're going to be using the 3 heroes that got nerfed in this balance update. Those 3 heroes are the Griffin, the Warrior, and the Jossum. We're going to be using the Warlord as a 4th hero because, of course, despite the nerf, he is still very powerful. He's going to help me win some matches. Let's see if these nerfs made them balance, it wasn't enough, or they just made them very, very weak. My name is Mike, and I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Alright, the buffed deck actually got me to 12 wins. Let's see if this nerfed deck will get me there somehow. Alright, starting off with against this deck using an all-common deck. He has the aura for the Scarecrow, very nice, very nice. He is going to use his Scarecrow's ability, activate the trap up there. The Griffin did take a beating down there. Obviously not good, but let's see if we can still make this, work somehow. Just go for damage here. Just go for the Farmer and the Scarecrow. Scarecrow would get pushed towards the Jossum. And the Jossum still uses his ability despite his range nerf. And as you can see, the Warrior is now very light, meaning that whenever you try to double hit with the Warrior, it's actually going to be much more difficult. Doesn't even matter because my Warrior died out over there. Unfortunate. Griffin now doing 41 damage and 41 with his ability, doing 82 instead of 88. Jossum gets the buff. We're actually getting pretty lucky with the heroes that goes next getting buffs. I'm going to hope that Jossum actually lands near his heroes. There we go. We just took out the scare. Oh, misses the Scarecrow because of the ability nerf or the range nerf, unfortunately. It's all good. But yeah, the Jossum's area of effect got nerfed, so now his reach is reduced, which is good because the Jossum was already powerful enough as it is. So thankfully we saw that nerf. Holy guacamole, I am getting destroyed. Let's see if the Jossum gets the nerf here. No, sadly does not. So let's just do this right here. The Jossum will die. Let's just double hit the Farmer, I guess. Well, we took out the Scarecrow right there. And we actually made contact with the Golem. Alright, so not too bad. We took out the Scarecrow right there. Only the Farmer and the Golem were left alive. My Warlord is my saving grace, obviously, because he is the one that has a very good amount of health, but he's focusing. Okay, well, I don't think we're winning here unless we can somehow. No, we're not going to win because the Golem would just need one hit to take me out, and the Farmer's Pumpkin, yeah, they both would need one hit to take me out, so I would need to triple hit the Golem somehow and double hit the Farmer. There's just no way. There's no way. Whoa! Almost triple hitting the Golem. Imagine, dude. Imagine. Unfortunately, he is going to win. All he has to do is just hit me once. What a very close match, ladies and gentlemen. But unfortunate loss right there. I wasn't able to use the Warrior. Not because of the nerf. She just got, I wasn't able to use her ability, sadly. It's all good though. First loss. That happened to my my buffed deck, and I actually still got to 12 wins. So hopefully we can make that happen again. Let's continue on. Alright, second match here. Let's see if we can do better because that was a pretty bad match. Thunderpaws, no Ragnar, Spellwing. Interesting deck. Very interesting. I guess we'll just push the Warrior to deal damage since she is the one that's buffed. 68 damage plus 27 to the Spellwing. So Spellwing took like 95 damage. It's not bad. My Griffin going next. We can actually use him for this match unless he dies right here. Thankfully, oh gosh, lots of damage, but we're able to use the Griffin here. So let's see if we can double hit the Thunderpaws and hit the Spellwing here. As you can see, it's now doing 82 damage per hit instead of 88. At level 9, it's not that big of a deal, but at higher levels, it definitely makes a huge difference. He is going to use the Thunderpaws' charges. And thankfully, it didn't do anything too crazy right there. Griffin gets the buff. Not sure if I can do much about that. We might be able to push the Spellwing towards the Griffin if I do this, right? Can we do that? Ooh, we took out the Ice Queen before she was able to use her ability. Let's go. All right, perfect. Don't need to worry about her ability. Spellwing goes next. He might take out the Griffin here, no? Griffin might get taken out here. Yep, Griffin dies, unfortunately. Warrior goes next. We can only one-shot the Thunderpaws. There really isn't much I can do here, though. Warrior does get the buff, so at least it's something. Yeah, we can just do this and go for straight damage. There really isn't much I can do, though. So now the Spellwing and the Thunderpaws are one hit away from the Warrior's ability. We just gotta get the Drakeling weak enough, and then we can use the Warrior's ability. If the Warrior survives, because then we're gonna have to wait a couple of more turns to use the Warrior's ability. He's going for the charges again. Oh, never mind. He's going for the Echoes. Echo, right? Double hit the Spellwing. Shoot the Fireball. Hits the Warlord. Holy. Okay. Warrior gets the buff. I cannot do anything there. Warlord does 39 damage. We can double hit to take out the Thunderpaws at least. We don't need to worry about the charges, so that's good. Hopefully that was the correct play though, because he could actually take out the Warrior right now. Unless he wants to focus on the Warlord instead. He is focusing on the Warrior. Heals up the Spellwing. Takes out the Warlord. Oh my goodness gracious. This is not looking too great, obviously. Let's see if we can still win here. Snowball's thankfully not blocking me. We can try to double hit the Drakeling here. Hits the Spellwing. Can we pull the Spellwing? Yes, we can. Alright, so Spellwing is one hit away from death from the Jossum. The Warrior can one-shot anyone. So he's probably going to focus on the Warrior here. He might heal up the Drakeling because of the Echoes. There it is. He is going to heal up the Drakeling. And shoot the Fireball. Yeah. Unfortunate. This is not looking too great again, ladies and gentlemen. We might lose. Take out the Spellwing so that way there's no more Echoes on the board. They should be able to hit the Drakeling. And we are going to make some contact plays, but the Drakeling is actually still alive. The nerf, the ability nerf. If it wasn't for that, we would have taken him out. Can we win here? He's going to shoot a Fireball. Will that... He needs to make some more contact plays. Can he take me out here? The answer to that is yes. What unfortunate loss right there, man. There's no way we got so unlucky right there at the end. Unfortunate loss. That's going to be our second loss. Literally no wins with one life to go. We're playing horribly, but let's continue on. All right, we are struggling here, but I really do hope that we can win at least 4 or 5 wins. That's the best thing I can hope for right now. Zombie, Bloodbite, Mice Bandit, very tough deck, but we thankfully are not facing the Striker, because the Striker in this deck is pretty devastating. Let's see if we can make the Johnson just land somewhere close to his heroes up there. Lots of damage to the Mice Bandit and the Zombie. All 4 heroes got damaged. All right. Pretty good play. Zombie goes next. So Poison paired up with the Mark. I'm going to die pretty quickly if I don't finish off this match as quick as possible. Jossum is going to deal damage up there. So we should probably... I don't think we can push the Mice Bandit towards the Warlord or even the Griffin, but we're still going to damage him. Oh, we missed. Okay. Oh, okay. All 4 heroes again got damaged. We're making that happen. All 4 heroes are slowly dying because we're all damaging them quickly and slowly, even though that doesn't make sense. All right. So my Jossum died. We can one-shot the Mice Bandit if we push the Warrior up there. We almost missed. I'm thankful that we actually got that hit off right there, taking out the Mice Bandit. He can probably just take out the Warrior if he wants to, but then my Griffin does go next. He doesn't need to go back and forth right there. He could have just went downwards to actually deal damage to somebody else, but... Alright. I can only hope for that the Griffin does get the buff for this turn. Come on, Griffin. No, Griffin does not get the buff. That's unfortunate. Hopefully double hit the Griffin here. No, we do shoot a cannonball towards the Griffin. Plus, we actually made contact towards the Bloodbite using the Warlord, so that was pretty good. So everyone is marked. So that's obviously not good. We don't want to die. Let's do... Can we hit the Griffin doing this? Yes, we took out the Griffin right there. Perfect, 2v2 situation. Unfortunately, we're marked. And now he's going to poison either or even both of them, if he can. He might be able to poison both of them. If he poisons both of them, yeah, he does. My Griffin dies, didn't he? This is so bad. But I'm going to hope that we can shoot a cannon at the blood bite here. No, we missed the cannon, dude. At least we can one-shot both heroes right now. Can he take me out here? He missed! He missed! Holy dude. He missed. Holy guacamole. Just hit the blood bite here. We should be able to hit the zombie. There we go. Holy guacamole. Him missing. Whew, that was very close. Thankfully, he missed, making me win that match. Holy guacamole. I didn't want to lose 3 in a row, obviously, with literally no win. So let's go, guys. Let's continue on. All right, we finally got our first win. It was, even though it was a very lucky one. This is going to be very bad, but let's see if we can still make this work. Jocelyn getting the buff. We cannot do anything about that. So I guess we'll try to push the blood bite towards the Jocelyn. Push it towards the steam here. Okay, we did damage to the Griffin as well, so it wasn't terrible. I wasn't able to use a Jocelyn's buffed damage, but it wasn't a bad play. It was pretty good. All right, so it's going to mark the warrior, potentially enchant the Jocelyn, and maybe even the Griffin. Oh no, he gets a warrior. Okay, well, that's unfortunate. Warrior gets the buff. All right, so we're going to get a bunch of damage here onto the sorceress. There we go. And the striker gets damaged. The blood bite gets damaged. Very good play. I definitely needed that. And now my Griffin goes next. I should probably focus on... Even though I want to take out the sorceress, the striker can be pretty devastating to face. He is going after the warrior here. That's fine. That's okay. Yeah, I definitely should now. Since we can do this right here. Let's just hit the Griffin here. Griffin and the striker. This should hopefully hit the sorceress as well. Ah, we missed. We did steam the blood bite, and then we made contact with the sorceress right there. So all 4 heroes took damage. That was very good. All 4 heroes took damage. They're all getting weak, so the warrior can actually one-shot these heroes. But with the mark, she might not survive this turn. And especially if she gets hit right here. So he's going for the double hit. Misses the double hit. Takes out the warrior. That's okay. Takes out the warrior. Let's see what we can do. Jocelyn gets the buff. Can we push the striker towards the Jocelyn? I need that. Yes, we do. We took out the striker. Actually made contact with the Griffin. Perfect. 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 All 3 heroes are weak. Now this is where we should win here. Especially with my heroes being all separated. It's not like he can... hit all 3 of them, even though it is possible. I don't expect him to do so. He is going for the Jocelyn. Only the Jocelyn. Jocelyn thankfully survives. And he actually gets the buff here. But the best thing to do is I guess we just gotta do that. We sadly don't hit the sorceress, but we did take out the Griffin at least. Only the blood bite and the sorceress are left alive. It is a 3v2 situation, but my Jocelyn is going to die this turn probably. But with the Griffin going next, nice double hit on the Griffin. We should be able to double hit the blood bite and then hit the sorceress, right? This is key right here. There we go. Nice game. All right, another good game right there. Pretty good to say the least. I got 2 wins right now with 2 losses. So 1 life left to go still. 10 more wins to go. I'm probably definitely not gonna get to 12 wins, but you never know. Let's continue on. All right, so 2 wins, 2 losses. Oh, my main deck. Let's see if we can win here. We start with the Warlord, and he does get the buff. That's fantastic. Let's do this right here. Nice triple hit. Ooh, 195 damage to the Frostfox right off the bat. Let's go, dude. Now with the warrior, if I can actually double hit the Frostfox, we can actually take him out. So that would be fantastic. Oh, that's smart. That's smart. Because now I'm going to need more hits. Very, very well played. Unless I get buffed. The warrior does in fact get the buff. But I cannot take him out unless I actually get the double hit. So I'm going to do this. Yes! We actually got the double hit. Let's go. We don't need to worry about him anymore. Now, the Naga can be pretty devastating, but the Frostfox is just a much more dangerous hero because he can heal up. And if we're just not doing damage, then we're not going to win. He enchants the Warlord, unfortunately. This is where we probably should focus on... Well, I could probably hit the... No. Actually, just hit the Naga towards the Griffin here. This should work, right? Right at this angle right here. No, we missed. At least we did over 100 damage to the Naga, but I failed. I failed to hit the Naga towards the Griffin. Alright, so Griffin goes next. He is going to buff up the Naga here and the Shaman. So the Griffin did his job. That's unfortunate. Thankfully, the Griffin does get the buff. That's huge. That is huge. Can we do this? Nice little double hit. So that's like 140 damage. He has 179 health. We need the Naga to be just a little bit less health right there. And I don't think... No, we're not going to do the damage here. I mean, the warrior can't, but it's not like we're going to be able to take her out right here. Oh, we actually got the double hit. Let's go. We actually got the double hit, ladies and gentlemen. Holy. All right. So, Blacksmith did his job. The Shaman actually has not done his job yet. The Jossum still hasn't been enchanted, so let's focus on the Shaman, since the Shaman does the most damage, and he is tanking because of the defensive buff. But it seems like he is not making a play. He may have quit. Ladies and gentlemen, it seems like he has quit the match. Jossum gets the buff. So, I mean, just go for the Jossum damage, because with the warrior, we're not going to do damage at all. So there it is. Over 300 damage to the Blacksmith right there. But like I said, it seems like he has quit the match. Against my main deck, I actually was able to win with a deck that got nerfed. Or at least the heroes that got nerfed. Let's go, dude. What a crazy match. Even though we got nerfed, like literally doing no damage, having the warrior to be able to one-shot my heroes, like look at this, like the the warrior's not doing damage, the warlord is not doing damage. If the Jossum gets enchanted, he's not going to be able to do damage. So it's like, if we get enchanted, like if we face this type of deck again, I don't think we're going to win. I think I just got very lucky. I think that's what happened. I think I just got lucky, you know? So there it is right there, and that is going to be GG's. I did 210 damage right there, despite being nerfed, and he has a defensive buff, so not bad. All right, ladies and gentlemen, another good game right there. That is 3 wins. Now we're on a roll here. Let's see if we can continue on with this win streak. Let's continue on. All right, so 3 wins. Okay, let's see if we can win here. He starts out with the Blood Bite, so he's going to mark immediately. I need to get lucky with the heroes that goes next, and hopefully he marks all 4 heroes. That's very, very, very bad. The warrior actually does go next. We can hit the striker and the blood bite right there. There we go. So decent damage to the blood bite. Striker takes some damage as well. Striker paired up with the blood bite. All my heroes are marked, so this is going to be horrible. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. Oh, boy. Rip. That's all I can say. Just rip. Do this. There we go. We did damage to all of them, but... Okay, we took out the blood bite, but honestly, definitely too late. We can one-shot the striker with the warrior, but I'm not sure if we can do that. The warlord is going to die. Oh, no, the warlord survives. Okay. It's not like we can take out the Ice Queen. Not bad damage to the Ice Queen, but we are going to lose the Warlord and the Griffin here. And maybe the Jossum if he focuses on him. Yeah, this is a loss. We only have the warrior. We just lost, ladies and gentlemen. We just lost very bad. I got lucky. I got very lucky with that play, but there's nothing I can do here, man. Alright, that's an unfortunate loss. Not much to say about that, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, this is obviously not the deck that you want to use. I mean, I got very lucky with the buffed deck, but this deck, of course, there's no, synergy, basically. You just gotta hopefully get the correct heroes to get the buff from the Warlord. And you can definitely go far with this. especially with using the Warlord. I just got very unlucky. But regardless, guys, that was the nerfed deck. Definitely could have done better, but of course I got very unlucky in some situations. But regardless about that, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. And if you did, please make sure to hit the like button down below and subscribe to the channel for more Smashing 4 videos. I mean, obviously not the greatest run. 3 wins is very short, but regardless, I try my best. The nerf deck is definitely not it. You can get lucky, but I definitely did not get lucky. But it's all good. If you guys have any other recommendations that you want to see, just let me know down in the comments below, and that's what I'm going to do for you guys. Thank you so much for watching this video, and thanks again for the continued support. I will see you next one. Take care.